Dead America, Heartland. Dead America, The First Week, Book 6. Written by Derek Slaton. Narrated by P.J. Morgan. Chapter 1. Day 0 plus 6. Sergeant John Kersey wandered through Grand Bend, jaw clenched, as he scanned the organized chaos around him. There were troops everywhere. The town was a hotbed of activity, supplies being loaded up in trucks, food being transferred to barracks and transports alike, men loading up to ship out to the front lines. It seemed to John that the military had things as under control as they possibly could, but with more and more zombies seeming to crop up every day, he didn't know how long it was going to take to contain this plague. So many places had fallen back, pulled out. But not Kansas. The military had over 200,000 troops inhabiting the rural areas, cleaning out north of Wichita, and taking control of most of the small towns in the area. Most of the locals seemed disgruntled about staunch military presence in their normally quiet lives, but didn't really have much of a choice in the matter but to let the soldiers have their run of the towns. John entered the small town hall that had been cleared out of its mayor to be the base of operations in Grand Bend. He lightly knocked on the doorframe of the back office, surveying the form of his superior and longtime friend, General Stevens. "Sergeant," Stevens said with a smile and stood up from his chair. John returned his smile and stepped inside, leaning over the desk to shake the general's hand. "Back in one piece, General," he replied. "Good, good," Stevens said, and motioned to the chairs in front of his desk. John took a seat and leaned back, thankful for the cushy chair cradling his exhausted body. It had been one hell of a week, and he was sure it wasn't going to let up any time soon. "So," the general said, folding his arms in front of him over the notebook on his desk, "how is it out there?" The sergeant shrugged. "Same as it's been for the last 6 days, General," he replied. "What have you got for me?" Stevens put up a hand and pushed a button on his phone, leaning over. "Yes, sir?" a bright young voice asked through the speaker. "Can you send someone with some coffee for Sergeant Kersey, please?" he asked. "Right away, sir," the voice replied. John was about to protest, but he knew it had already been done, and damn if he wasn't looking forward to some fresh coffee. Stevens leaned back in his chair, lacing his fingers together and stretching them above his head. "Sergeant, do you remember back in Topeka when your team had to covertly move a prisoner?" John scratched the back of his head.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?